What's up, Internet? It's Jeremy, your realtor, and we're back for another Tuesday market update. I know it's a little delayed because it's Wednesday today, but I'm sure that lots of agents say they'll do anything for their clients. I literally moved a shed yesterday, probably an 800 or 900 pound shed. The thing was behemoth. I had to use a car jack to get it up. I took a page from the old Egyptians making the pyramids, and I put a couple rails in and some rollers and rolled it right along. Pretty awesome. But I literally will do anything for my clients. All right, let's get into the numbers. This week we're looking at Glendale and Peoria, partially because the house I'm closing on Thursday is in Glendale. So here we go. Here's the numbers. 261, 467, up from 248, 884 last year, so about a 5% change. Days on market are exactly the same as last year. I'll show you on the graph in a minute the kind of the way the days on market are moving. Here's the spread for Glendale. The bulk of the houses are between the 200 to 250 range, and then the next highest is 250 to 300. So right in that kind of middle of the road, you got a lot of that stuff. Not anything over $1 million in the Glendale market. Here's the numbers of houses active on the market. As you can see, the buyers have ramped up a ton in Glendale. Part of that, it's a really good price point, especially for first-time home buyers and investors both. We saw that with negotiations for the house that we got under contract, is there was a lot of competition in that 250 price point. Here's the listing prices, how they've kind of fluctuated a little bit. It looks kind of, if you just drew a line through it, it looked pretty flat. We are seeing a little bit of an uptick in price, but one thing, having watched specifically the Glendale market so close for the last like 3 months, is that houses are going really, really quick, but they're not going for a lot over asking. Most of the situations where we got beat out on was a full asking price with no contingencies or anything like that. So that's kind of what was winning at that point the last few months in Glendale. So days on market, you see they got a little bit longer on market in January, but you see they're kind of tapering off a little bit. Definitely saw that with buying the house that we're closing on this week. Here's the numbers for Peoria. We got a average of 328, 43, up from 303, 105, about an 8% change. Days on market are a little bit less. Here's the spread. In Peoria, you do have a little bit higher price point and area. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a map, but if you're looking at a map, Glendale looks like this. It's a big L, and then Peoria sits right in the middle of it. Now, Peoria has actually recently just annexed a ton of land straight north all the way up, almost up to Lake Pleasant. So if you look at Peoria city boundary now, it's enormous. It might be one of the largest like square mile cities, even with how Phoenix goes from South Mountain all the way up to Anthem. It's a little more narrow, so I'll look that up and maybe throw a stat in the comments or something like that. But yeah, big area. So here's the spread again, similar to Glendale. We're seeing a big tick up in buyers, new listings. Although they spiked in January, February, they've kind of just kind of stayed at a steady rate. So we're still seeing that kind of seller-ish market. Buyers still are not. They're getting good deals. It's just there's a good amount of inventory and a lot of buyers, so it's churning right along. Listing prices look like they've gone up a bit in Peoria, but there are some houses that skew that. We did see a handful of houses that were over $1 million that sold in Peoria. So, and then days on market, you can see it's about the same as last year. We had that little kind of I don't know what we'd call it, a slowdown. It wasn't really a slowdown, just stuff set on the market a little longer. We just had fewer buyers for the number of houses we had on the market. But anyway, that's this week's market update. I appreciate you guys checking in. As always, I believe you deserve a better quality experience. So whether buying or selling, give me a call and we can show you, my team and I can show you how we will deliver. And like I said, I really will do just about anything for you, as long as it's legal and appropriate and, you know, get all that stuff. Anyway, see you guys next week on Tuesday for our next Tuesday market update. We will, as it is a new month, it is May 1st today, but we will look at Chandler and Gilbert next week and see how those two cities are doing. So see you next time, guys. Bye.